Did you ever wish you had a magic wand and you could just create whatever it was that you desired for yourself? Do you know that you can do that with your life? You can design your life. Hi, I'm Christine Cottagio, life transition strategist and midlife redesign mentor. And today I'd like to talk to you about designing your life. You might be wondering, why would I want to design my life? How would I go about doing that? And it's not necessarily about the vision boards or the manifestation, which all play a part in it, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. But it's really more about knowing what it is that you want for your life and taking the action steps that will get you there and putting a plan in place to do that. So when you design your life, you are really taking charge of your own life instead of allowing life to happen to you. And so we're going to talk about a few ways that you can do that. And as I mentioned, yes, the vision boarding and the manifestation plays a part, but there's more to it than that. And when we do the vision boarding and the manifestation, it's really all about us putting our thoughts and what it is that we truly want top of mind, because that's what we are creating. Whatever we think about, we are creating. So yes, vision boarding and manifestation are huge, and that's for another live, because there's a lot to how those are done as well. It's not just posting pictures up and expecting things to happen. It's really all about a mindset change, and there's much more to that. So good morning, Dorothy. Thanks for being here. So it really is about a mindset change. And so when we design our life, we need to keep in mind that we need to be focused on what it is that we want for our life. And many people don't even know what it is that they want. And so we start out with figuring out, what is it that you want? Do you ever go to maybe a parking garage or a mall and you see that big map up that says you are here? And you look around and you're like, well, nothing looks familiar. Well, that happens to a lot of us in life too. Good morning, Eileen. And that happens to a lot of us in life. It's like, we don't know where we are. We get so focused on busyness that we don't know where we are. And so if we don't know where we are, how will we know how to get to where we want to go? So there are two things, and if you've heard me speak before, you may have heard me talk about knowing your Oz. So you need to know where you want to go. So you need to figure out your Ya, where you are here, and where you want to go. What is your Oz? So those are two key things in designing your life. You need to have direction. You need to have a focus for what it is that you want to create for yourself. Many of us just saunter through life aimlessly, doing, with no sense of direction. And so knowing your Ya and knowing your Oz, well, that's your starting and your end point. And that's ultimately what it is that you want to achieve for yourself. So, which brings me to the yellow brick road, because that's what we're creating. We're creating our own yellow brick road. And so Dorothy knew she wanted to go to Oz. You've heard me talk about this before. And so she knew she had to follow the yellow brick road. She had a starting point and she had an end point. But unfortunately, many of us think that our end point is the ultimate. In other words, once I get that boat, once I get that house, once I make my million. We all think that that is going to be our ultimate Oz. And we really need to create more and understand that there is much more involved, that this is really a process. It's not just about, a magic bullet getting from here to there. It is a process. And understanding the process, appreciating the process, and flowing with the process is all part of what is going to get us where we want to go. And that's why it's so important for us to design that life that we want for ourselves. Because what we're ultimately doing is creating the process. We're allowing the flow to happen. That includes the highs and lows and whatever it is that life sends our way. But when we know what our journey is about and where it's leading us to, well, that is what it's all about. That is what the design process is about. It's putting in place the things that we want and need for ourselves to accomplish what it is we want to accomplish. And so if you don't know where you're going, or you don't have those visions for your life, then you cannot get to anywhere that you want to go. And that's why the design process is so important. It's really about knowing what it is that we want and how to get there. And being able to, like Dorothy, deal with the crazy characters, the roadblocks, and the things that come up that throw us off kilter, because that's part of the process. So in designing your life, it's considering everything that is involved in the process and that may happen to get us to where we need to go. But we need to know where that is. We also need to be very flexible and adaptable to change. One of the things I see with so many of my clients is that they want things to change in their life. They want something different. They want more, but they don't want to make any changes. They're stuck in their status quo. They have these cement shoes on, stuck in the muck, I call it, where they can't take action toward the dreams that they want for themselves. So to be able to design the life that you want, you need to know how to move forward. You need to be able to take the risks. You need to be able to step through the fears so that you can move forward. And that's a big challenge for many people, because we all have the roadblocks that come up. We all have the limiting beliefs that we need to break through. And if you're saying, oh, I don't have any, well, I hate to tell you, you probably do if you're not where you want to be. Because we all have some type of limiting belief that keeps us from creating the life that we want for ourselves. So we need to learn to step through the fears, cut through those limiting beliefs, and take steps out in faith that we can do what we set out to do. When we're designing our life, typically we all have the thought processes of the things that we want for ourselves. We all have these great dreams and these great notions of what we want to accomplish. And there's a reason that we feel that way, because that means we're given the gifts and the talents to accomplish that. And that's, that's really faith-based, and it's not any religious thing. It's, it's understanding that we've all been given gifts and talents and abilities that are unique to us. And so if we have this yearning that there is something more that we want to accomplish, or some goal or vision that we want to achieve, that means we are given the tools to do that. So anything that's holding us back from doing that, it's our culture, it's our it's our surroundings, it's our societal norms that hold us back, the things that we need to let go. Let go and realize that we have everything that we need to create the life that we want for ourselves. You may have heard it sounds a little hokey, but if you dream it, you can do it. Well, guess what? It's true. Because if you are given the gift to dream something, that means it's up to you to take the steps that you need to take to make it happen. So you need to just get off your tuchus and start putting things in place. Think of what it needs, what you need to do to create the life that you want for yourself. Now, if you've heard me before, I talk about the vision map, and I also have, as a supplement to this live, I'm actually offering the Life by Design program, and I'll tell you more about that later. But it really is to help you get through those limiting beliefs, break through the fears so that you can start taking action towards what it is you want for yourself. So many of us get stuck in our old ways. We think about, well, I don't want to make any changes. I've always done things this way, and I'm going to keep doing it this way and expect for, new results and different results. Well, we all know that's, the definition of insanity, doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. So we need to change our ways. We need to change something about what it is we do on a day-to-day that's going to bring us closer to our dreams and the things that we want to create for ourselves. So if you have these dreams, and if you're following me on Facebook, you see I've been talking a lot about bringing your dreams to life, because we all have them. We all have them, and it's just about what do we need to do that and accomplish those dreams. The biggest thing is get out of our own way. So in designing your life, you really need to think about the process. And what is the process for you? And so you may want to, sit down after this and write down for yourself steps that you need to take, or right now that you think you need to take to get you to where you want to go. Because without knowing those steps, we're just aimlessly going through our day and not really accomplishing anything that is going to bring us closer to what we truly want for ourselves. So identify what it is that you truly want. Align everything in your life towards that. We have every area of our life is connected. So if we have one area of our life that is out of sync or not where we want it to be, it affects every other area of our life. So we really need to align all those areas. It's back in the day, it was called balance. And it's a bit of a balance, but there's not a formula for it. It's whatever balance is right for you. But you need to make sure that everything that you're doing in your life, every area of your life, is bringing you closer to what it is you want to accomplish. So if you are not taking the steps, or if you have some area of your life that is incomplete or broken, or gosh, I can't even think of how many other words to call it. If it's just not the way it needs to be, you need to work on that area of your life and watch how all the other areas of your life start to fall into place around it. I always talk about the pebble. It's that one little pebble. I've seen a lot of this recently for people that I know that were stuck in their ways and could not make changes in their life. And they just moved that one little pebble. Just one little stone told the universe that they were ready for change. And it created a whole ripple effect of change in their life. But it was everything that they wanted. They just didn't know how to go about getting there. So we need to start with that one little pebble in the one area of your life that might be a little out of sync. It's affecting everything. So today, move a pebble. Move a pebble. Do something that is going to change something in your life. Subtle. I always say baby steps. Baby steps. We don't want to change everything all at once. We want life to flow. We want our life to be in a flow. And so in designing your life and in that process, be in the flow. Create the flow for yourself. Know where you are and where it is you want to go, and be willing to break through those barriers and be willing to get out of those ways of doing things that you always have done. Step out of your comfort zone. That's where the magic happens. Once you step out of your comfort zone into an area that you are not familiar with, everything about you starts to change. There's learning curves in life constantly. And some of them are thrown at us, and some of them we can create for ourselves. So do something different today. Take a different path to work. I posted on my page today about a maze, and the different ways you can get through that maze and the different directions you have to take to get you from where you are to where you need to go. And so for today, do something different. Move a pebble. Take a different road to the store. Leave your community from a different way. Go left instead of right. Whatever. Take the road not taken today just to see where it goes. Do something a little bit different, because when you do, things will start to open up for you. Things will start to open up that will start leading you towards what it is you want. When you can tell the universe what you want and where you need to go and what it is that's going to get you there, when you can tell the universe that you are ready and you start making those subtle shifts, things will start to happen. And so design your life. Yes, I do the vision map. I do the life by design. And there are ways that the visioning boards and the manifesting that we do along the way to supplement. But without doing the work on ourselves first and knowing what it is that we want to create and being open to making the changes to get there, that's what we need to do. So for today, do something a little bit different. So what I wanted to mention to you earlier is I am offering my Life by Design program, which is a 6-week group coaching program. And I will be posting the information later on today beneath this video. And it's a great way for working through the process with me to help you design that life. It's really creating what it is that you need for yourself to help you get everything in alignment, to help you identify what it is that you want if you don't know what that is, and to create the roadmap for you to follow so that you can accomplish what it is that you desire. So look for that information later on today. I look forward to you joining me in the group coaching program. It's weekly 40-minute calls for 6 weeks. So hopefully can work in your time. And if you can't, there will be recordings. So sign up for that. And let's start creating the life that you want for yourself. Design your own life instead of allowing life to happen to you. You might have seen in the preview for the live, I also posted a a quote by Jim Rohn. And I don't remember it exactly, but it's like, design your life or life will be designed for you. So what is it you want? Do you want to live life that someone else designs for you? Or do you want to take charge of your own life so that you can have what it is that you want? So remember, for today, do that little something different. And then tomorrow, do a little something else different. I want you to post below. Tell me in your comments when you do that, and tell me if you notice any changes. And I'm always here to support you, and I'm always available by email and here on my Facebook page, and as also on my website, ChristineCottagio.com. So design your own life. It's your life. Take charge, make it yours, make it what you want it to be. Have a great day. Ciao for now.